Hello and welcome to my channel, and welcome to our MacKenzie Childs Bee collaboration. Together with my friend Jody at Southern Seasons, we decided to do a little summertime MacKenzie Childs collaboration for you. Now, speaking of bees, I was a busy bee, and I've been a very busy bee lately, which is why I haven't been on top of producing a video every single week. But for this one, I thought it would be short and sweet, but fun all the same. Here I am mixing together my polyurethane resin from Let's Resin. And Let's Resin did not sponsor this particular video, but they have sponsored products in the past for me. So I'm always very happy to promote them as well. I'm using this IOD Classic, I believe, mold, and it's perfect because it has the wreath and it has two little bees and the crown. So I'm going to use all of them, and I always have an extra resin mold next to me just in case I have extra resin. And here you can see sped up how quickly it becomes solid. I think it takes around 10 minutes, but it's always very cool to see the sped up process of resin. And remember to always use your safety precautions, your goggles and gloves when using resin, and of course a mask. Now, here I'm going to use this tissue paper that I had in my stash and this Christmas ornament. I'm trying to use as much as I have in my stash, and that's another reason why many of my crafts lately have been smaller in scale. I'm trying to use what I have in my stash, and I'm also trying to not clutter up my house with all of these projects that I have. And there are some crafters that do sell their projects or give them away, but I'd have to keep on top of things all the time to, ship things, and I just don't have that time. So I'm just focusing on smaller projects like ornaments that I know I'll probably use on my Christmas tree somehow. So all I'm doing here is using the Mod Podge on this ornament, and I love these round flat ornaments. They're so wonderful for decoupage, and they're just perfect, especially if you're going to use transfers, which I am going to use some IOD transfers because I need to add some florals. This is a wonderful way to combine the MacKenzie Childs look with the stripes and the florals. Now, you must know that all of my IOD products I purchased from my friend Lynn at Ellen J Goods. Yes, Ellen J Goods. I don't know why I thought of Ellen B, but Ellen J Goods, and I have her information in my description down below. And as you can see, it's just very simple to use these transfers. Just using a popsicle stick here. I hope you're enjoying my hot pink shimmery nail polish. I had the mayor's ball this past weekend, which kept me very busy, and it was disco themed. That's why I have the hot pink nail polish. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure I remember my mom wearing the same shade back in the 70s. Not sure if she went to the discos, but I'm sure she did love to dance a lot with my dad, so I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. So here I'm just finishing up adding these wonderful floral transfers from my Wildeblumen book from last year. Now we have to make this nice and glossy. If you've seen MacKenzie Childs products, they're usually very nice and glossy. Now I did skip that part where I glossed over the actual ornament, and now I'm painting my little bees this wonderful gold color. But I do use extra gloss Mod Podge to cover, and there you can see how glossy it is, to cover my projects. And now I'm just going to add my golden little bee, and I think it turned out just perfect. All I have to add is the area of the little thing on top that will hook on to the Christmas tree, and I think this just looks adorable. I did add some gold trim to the sides just to make it look even nicer. Now here is something else that was in my stash. This was leftovers from Christmas. I believe I was either Christmas or fall, and I decided that just using this black and white checkerboard paper that you can get at Hobby Lobby is the perfect way to turn anything into a MacKenzie Childs design product. And here again, I'm just using Mod Podge very quickly, and now I'm going to use my brayer on this so that I can squeeze out all the glue and make sure there are no air bubbles whatsoever on this project. Now this can be used on a tier tray. It could be used in any little corner that you like. I love these little, you can use them on blocks, whatever, if you had wood blocks. And I love using these and reusing those little wood boxes, because again, you can use them anywhere in your decor. You can even use these as risers if you wanted to. But today I'm going to use this little wreath that I also molded with my IOD mold and my resin. And usually I might have painted this gold, but lately I like to use the natural colors of things. And here I'm just adding a little bit of brown just to give it a little more depth. I painted the ribbon blue, and now I'm adding the details to my little bumblebee. And bumblebees are so popular now for the summertime decor. That's the other reason why I decided to use bumblebees. I was so happy that Jody wanted to join me in this collaboration. She also enjoys MacKenzie Child's decor. And again, if I had more time, I probably would have made even more projects. But I'm just happy to get the small projects that I can get out on time. Now here I'm adding some dragonfly paint to the little wings of the bee, just to make it more dimensional and add a little more sparkle. Now I'm going to put everything together on that little wooden sign with some transfers as well, just using some florals, once again from Wildeblumen. If you haven't tried out IOD transfers, I think it's worth the investment of buying one of the smaller books just to test it out and just to have fun with it. It really is a lot of fun when you realize how many things you can do. Again, I'm going to seal everything with the glossy Mod Podge, because again, everything MacKenzie Childs has a little bit of gloss. I'm doing the same. I'm adding the same gloss to this wonderful wreath that I'm going to use as well in this decor piece. And now let's put it all together. Now I'm using a little bit of hot glue. I don't know if that's the appropriate glue. Maybe I should have used Titebond. I think that's the one that you use. I think that one really works very well if you use clay. But because this was resin, I thought maybe the hot glue would work well. I'm trying to figure out if I want my bee to the side or in the center. But I think eventually I decide to put it right in the center. I think that's where it fits best and where you can really see the feature of the little bumblebee. I don't know why bumblebee decor has become so popular even more lately, but I do like it for the summertime. It's either lemons or, you know, patriotic or the little bees. What's another summertime theme? Beach theme? Yeah, beach theme is another theme. Or nautical, that's another one. But I really do like the MacKenzie Child's summertime bee theme. Next, I have these beautiful little paper mache houses. I've used these in another video. I have a lot of those little paper mache houses, but I thought it would be so cute to make a little MacKenzie Child's birdhouse. But this time it's a bee house. So here I'm just painting on the whole paper mache house with this creamy white color, and all my paints are plaid. This is folk art or apple barrel. And I'm just making sure that all sides are completely painted so that I can add some patterns. I just happen to have the most perfect stamp for this project, and it's this Harlequin stamp. Again, this was in my stash from Lord knows how long, and I think it's turning out just perfect with this stamped motif, especially to bring in the MacKenzie Child's look. They also love to use the Harlequin diamond look for their art, or for all of their decor items. So I thought this was a perfect addition, and so easy to do when you don't have to do it by hand. The last MacKenzie Child's project I did do the checkerboard by hand, no using tape or anything else. It was freehand, and it was a little bit difficult, but I did finish it pretty well. Now, of course, I'm going to combine it with some black and white stripes going up and down the little birdhouse on the front and back panels of this little house. I think it's coming out so cute. And again, because it's small in scale, it's so easy for me to put this anywhere in my decor, and more importantly, for me to be able to put it away after the season. This is something I wish I had done during Easter time, because this would have been very cute in pastel colors as well. So here I'm just fixing up, making sure the lines are nice and straight. Now, I was thinking of putting this on a wreath, but then I had another idea because I happened to come across some adorable little black, I guess, flower pots, these little mini flower pots. And they're in my stash. They were given to me by my friend Betty. She didn't need them anymore, and I said, I'll find a way to use them. And before Halloween comes around, because you know I'm definitely going to use these for Halloween, I thought this would be a cute combination. Now I'm adding this little ruffled gingham bow to the top of that little flower pot and adding a little yellow ribbon. I should have added gold, but I think yellow is reminiscent of the bumblebee colors, so the black, white, and of course yellow. Just adding a little bow to the front is just making it even cuter. And now I'm going to add a little styrofoam ball inside, and that's going to be the anchor for our little house. And I'm also going to add some trim in gold before I add the little bumblebee. Now you can see up on the top there, I have the flower pot has the styrofoam ball, and I've already added some moss to it. And once I finish adding all of the gold trim, because of course it's MacKenzie Child, she would have gold trim, I'm going to add this beautiful little gold bumblebee that I painted earlier, and I think it looks so cool with this little birdhouse, or little bee house I should say. And I did add some flowers to those side panels of the little house, the little birdhouse, and I think it turned out so cute. Now I'm using a little stick or a dowel, however you want to call it, placing that into the flower pot, into the styrofoam, painting that little dowel. And now I'm going to add some more moss to cover that styrofoam middle, and some flowers, some beautiful colorful flowers in yellow and white, just to match the overall aesthetic. I think all three of these projects, although short and sweet, were fun to make, and I hope you're inspired to make something to celebrate summertime with MacKenzie Childs and some beautiful bumblebee decor. Thanks again to Jody at Jody at Southern Seasons for joining me in this collaboration. Please visit her channel and see all the beautiful things she makes as well. Thanks again for stopping by, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and stay safe, be kind, God bless each and every one of you, and live the adventure.